All right, this is a most unusual development. There is going to be a new T-Mobile MVNO, and that T-Mobile MVNO is going to be known as SmartLess Wireless. And this new MVNO is pretty wild. It's going to be started and run by a few gentlemen, Jason Bateman, Sean Hayes, Will Arnett, who are known comedic actors, comedians, and podcasters. And they're going to jump into the mobile space to sell wireless phone service through SmartLess Mobile. And the way they're going to do this is what I believe is they're going to be heavily emphasizing their brand and the service through their podcast. Obviously, you probably have millions of listeners each week, month, episode, whatever. And you're going to be, hearing about this. Their focus is going to be, obviously, people are overpaying for their service, and they don't need to be. They could be saving money. And I think part of what they're going to do is they're going to be leveraging eSIM, unlocked phones, digital-only strategy, BYOD, those kind of things. Obviously, you're going to hear them talk about like BS-free experiences, better than the big guys. And actually, I think they're going to be even throwing T-Mobile in some of what they say, which kind of seems crazy because you're going to be talking smack about the company that gives you access on their network. So I think when you publicly call out the company that hosts you, you got to kind of be careful about that. We'll see how they play that close, but they're going to say, cut your bill, pay less, and you don't have to pay all this exorbitant amount of money for wireless service. And I think what you're probably also going to see is an emphasis on getting on Wi-Fi, right? Get on Wi-Fi, don't use that much data, save the money, that kind of stuff. Kind of like what cable does, right? With Xfinity Mobile and Spectrum Mobile. But man, this really seemingly out of left field. And I don't know if this is any guarantee that this is going to work, but we have seen this with Ryan Reynolds, Mint Mobile, and T-Mobile. That partnership, that relationship, and the subsequent purchase kind of comes into play too. And that kind of is something we see all the time. We see MVNOs being bought out by the big guys once they've gotten bigger and they have a following and customers and those kind of things. I don't know what the end game is. I think it's very random when people in these positions, comedians, actors, and Hollywood decide they want to sell wireless service. This would be the second time this happened, if I'm not mistaken. Let me know what you guys think about this, and let me know if you think they'll be successful. And tell me, see if maybe it's considering it. Would you at least look into this? Do they have your attention? Let me know. Drop me some comments. Like, share, subscribe, check out some more videos. We'll see you guys soon on the next one.